Welcome to the official Guns Up Nation podcast, the premier voice for the fearless fans of Raiderland. Let's meet today's hosts.
Hey, Red Raider Nation, you are listening to the official Guns Up Nation show. I'm your host and operating partner of Guns Up Nation, John Darden, alongside the 4-year starter, 2-year team captain, the man, Mr. Keenan Ward, way back in the day, bro.
Let's go.
Way back in the day. Hey, today is exciting because we are rolling out a completely brand new format on the Guns Up Nation show. 3 segments, just mic drop after mic drop after mic drop. First segment, you're used to, it's just our normal conversation with our athletes. Second segment, our players only portion where I will shut up and get off the couch. And our players, yeah, I know, for real, I feel the same way too. Our players will have a conversation with one another. And then segment number 3 is fire. Literally,
Heat.
Fire. We are bringing the heat. We get to introduce Guns Up Nation to Brinley Herrera from the Palm Squad.
World champ.
She is hosting Brinley's Bites. We'll let her tell you a little more about Brinley's Bites when we get there because, ooh, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt in a good way.
We got a gallon of milk to figure it out.
I tell you what, today's guest, our first football star on the brand new segment. So if this goes well, it's on your shoulders. If this goes poorly, it's on your shoulders, bro.
Make it good. Make it good.
This man, the former Oklahoma Player of the Year, 5A, Oklahoma Player of the Year, running back, turned defensive back for the Texas Tech Red Raiders, led the team in interceptions last year.
Big facts.
Was the second leading tackler, if I've got that right.
Correctly.
Defensive back, which is rough. You usually don't want
65
your
total,
back,
42 solos. Big time.
89% tackle percentage, so they couldn't get past this man. I'm telling you what, Red Raider Nation, we're in for an incredible interview today. You may know him as Dadrion Taylor. We know him as the Rabbit. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Rabbit. Let's go.
How's it going?
Carrot chaser.
Carrot
Let's
chaser.
go.
Yeah,
Carrot
we
chaser.
don't have a shot on the
Yeah,
Crocs.
you can't even get it. He's got on the what are they?
The carrots. That's all they're called, the carrots. My daily shoes. My favorite shoe in my closet as of right now.
Facts. Oh, they're
I
hard.
got some good shoes in my closet too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Those are the dailies.
These are my boys right here.
Love
Throw them
it.
on and get to going.
Love it.
We may need a pick of the closet, but if it's got Nikes in it, Under Armour may not
Yeah,
like
that
that.
we
I don't
get.
know.
I got a bunch of everything in there. Next purchase is some Balenci's. I don't got them yet. I want them.
Okay.
Hey, thanks to that new NIL deal, he may be getting some sooner than later.
Now, I've been saving up for that for a while, though. I've been wanting to purchase those for a while, so I've been saving up a little money.
Love
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Love it.
So,
I got other purchases now, so I gotta
heck yeah, man.
save up a little bit.
Well, you got some more responsibility too.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll talk about that here in just a minute. So it is. We're staring Saturday in the face.
I was so close.
Game 1 of the new Coach McGuire era. What has been your experience so far in this new Texas Tech era where I cannot remember this kind of hype? Maybe going back to Cliff's first year.
Maybe
here.
2013 when the King came home.
Absolutely.
But social media wasn't even like it is now. Kingsbury wasn't even on Twitter.
No.
McGuire's taking that to a whole new level. And
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
the excitement is like it feels fun again. What has your experience been like so far in the McGuire era?
Man, it's been amazing. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. They come in, before Coach McGuire got here, before I think our Iowa State game, we had a bye week or something. He came in, he talked to all the 120 players, all 100 or some of us, talked to us, and like, I don't know if he knew or not because she wasn't born yet and it was on the way. But first thing he told me when I got in the room was like, he was like, I know you got dreams, but you got the ability to change your daughter's life. And I'm like, that right there just letting me know where our relationship was going to go. And then, he pushes me to be the best man, the best father I can. My teammates, like the love around the building now is ridiculous. Like, it's like the want to win for these coaches. You want to do everything right for them. Like, that's the kind of relationship that we have. And that relationship between the player and coaches has made the locker room a lot more tight, you know, because it's a lot more fun. We enjoy going there. Like Coach Yates is my DB coach. I love messing with him. Like, I love messing with him. He got an ankle problem, so he walk around in the Hokas now, the big old Hokas. We call them the yacht club. But being around the building, Coach McGuire, like you can go in any coach's office. Like Coach Jones is one of my favorite coaches on staff. You can see the passion he has for coaching. Coach Hamby, he makes people feel awkward, but he's a pretty cool kid. You know,
yeah, those guys were here when I were here, and that's what's crazy. Like there was a time after I graduated where I wasn't welcome. I couldn't come back. First thing McGuire did was let all the lettermen know, hey, come back. We need you here, and that's why we have the relationship that we do.
No, for sure. You know, you guys are actually mean a lot to us. You know, Tex has so much history going back in the day, and like it started with guys like K Ward. You know what I'm saying? So seeing those guys come back, the smiles on their faces, the ones to come back, being around. Like I see alumni literally almost every single practice. There's always someone. He's always opening the hand for someone to come in. Like the Big 12 commissioner's been going around all the schools. You know, he came to our practices. I want to say 2 weeks ago. So anybody's welcome. Like my daughter comes to practice. Like that's how much of a family it is. Like Coach McGuire wants us to see the other coaches be dads and fathers, you know, so he allows their wives to come. We get to see them be husbands. We get to see them be fathers. So the kids run around the facility all day long. Like they come in, the guys, they come in and play Madden 2K with us, you know. They at practice joking around with us on the sideline. So like it's truly a family. It's like it's not just offense and defense. It's just the Texas Tech Red Raiders. That's what it is now.
That I get chills thinking about that. Like my senior year at Tech, 2000, I'm about to show how old I am in this room, but 2008, Harold Crabtree year, man. Like the epitome of Tech football was my senior year of Tech. And the hype, like no pressure, right? No pressure.
I'm ready for it, man. Saturday need to be here tomorrow. Like I've been waiting so long for this. Like we want to play, like I ain't gonna lie, we want to play so bad. Like and this game, to us, we wanted it to be a statement game. Like it's coming all year. Like they got to see us every snap of the day.
Yeah.
I don't want to like compare, contrast in a like divisive way, but you know, you mentioned a couple of things like, and Keenan, you did too. Lettermen are welcome back
Every time
now, and maybe previously you weren't so welcome.
A little different.
And just different styles, right? Styles of coaching since Coach McGuire's got here. Like you touched on the vibe, right? Like family is important. Kids are welcome. You see the coaches with their spouses and with their kids. Your kiddo's welcome. Your daughter comes to practice, right? What about from a coaching standpoint? How is it different being coached by this staff?
You know, I've always I've said this since I was in Pee Wee football, middle school, high school, all the way here. Like the players play the sport. The players, you know, there's no magical call. There's nothing you can call, but you got to have a captain of the ship. Someone has to drive the boat. Someone has to. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I explain it. Like he's driving the boat, and like it's his voice. Like everyone, like the coaches in the building, they want to coach with him. They want to be around him. Like it's like he has this energy. And like the first week he came in the building, you know, I thought he was gonna be like the new guy come in, like just try to like get us to win us over. But like he's had the same energy every single day. Like our strength staff, first of all, our strength staff doesn't get enough credit at all. Like we're with them literally 80% of the time in that building. Like literally they're on the sideline. They do more than you think. Actually, they do a lot more than you think. So those guys, like Coach Lance, as soon as he got there, like I mean, he knew I could ball. Everyone on our team is there for a reason. But like he pushes that. He pushes us to be better. Like in the weight room, like they make us be strong. Like you have to be strong in there. Like there's not no day coming in there like, oh, this I feel sore. Like no, Mass kicks ass. That's our thing. Mass kicks ass. So,
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go in and give 100% every time. Like after a game, we're squatting. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like you got to be able to deliver those blows and take them at the same time.
For sure.
Ooh.
So like, you know, every new coach comes in and says, hey, like we're gonna take the ball over. We're gonna do this. They preach a lot of stuff, but there's really no substance behind it.
You feel his words, like when he speaks, like in a meeting, like the way he is, his character. If you're around him every day, like he might say it like, oh, in a joking way, but like he said something one time. That's what it means. And like when he walks in a room, it's like it doesn't get quiet, but it's just like the eyes lock on him. Okay, like what is he like? I'm not even gonna lie. I love hearing his voice.
It's respect.
I love hearing him talk. Like when he talks, it's like you can hear the authority and the passion and the belief, and like the things he says is like it gives us so much confidence. Like I have all the confidence in the world myself through my play, but like he just pushes it even more. I feel like I'm ready to guard anybody. Like it's almost time to take that next step, clear for the draft pretty soon. So like,
yeah,
I'm ready. Like I'm ready to go in. Like the coaches, the way they prepare us, the way we go over our playbook. Like we spend so much time going over our play. We run our plays over and over and over, and see our opponent's plays over and over and over. Like we got film tonight at 7:30.
Yeah. Man,
we'll probably be in the
on
building.
your off day, right?
On off day, like we'll probably be in the building until about 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's the want-to. I'm telling you, the want-to is crazy. Like it's not always been like that, and like this coaching staff has made me more of more of a pro style athlete. Like I wake up and do everything like a pro. Like I'm in the building literally all the time. I got class on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Like if I'm not in class, if I'm not in study hall doing my work, I'm in the building.
So that desire,
yes,
is back.
Yes, it is. Like, and honestly, like, I want to say I ain't gonna say that just yet. We're gonna get there later. But like I forgot what I was finna say.
No, you're good. But like, you guys want to be at the facility
for sure.
You look forward to it. You're looking forward to film. You're looking forward to being with your brothers, hearing your coaches coach you. Like that's the difference. Your intentions, their intentions, it feeds to everybody in that whole building. Whether it's the training staff, the GAs, the coaches, the position coaches, the players, everybody's balled in. Walk on, you're one or two. Everybody, it's family.
No one knows though. Like the players' lounge and locker room is cool, but like the training room, like no one, like that's a whole different vibe. Like the training room is because we get to go in there, hang out with the student trainers, all that. Like they're really cool. Like there's new ones every single year, so there's always new relationships being built. Like we make their job easy. Like we're really respectful in the building, So
love it, dude.
Man, can you take Mike and I on a tour?
I can. Y'all can come tomorrow if you want to. We got practice tomorrow in the morning. I'm free in the afternoon.
Let's go.
Boom.
Let's go. Keenan, he's teasing me.
Y'all go ahead.
He's supposed to take
back.
me.
Yeah, I can lag back. Showing when I want.
I'm trying to come back when a new facility is built. Like, I'll be gone by then. I'm waiting on that. Like,
let's not even get started. We didn't even have an indoor when I was playing, so let's not even get started on what we don't have.
No, the indoor is nice. I won't lie. The SBC is a real special place. And Coach Kelly holds that thing down over there.
Okay, so let me ask you a question that I don't know if you're gonna feel comfortable answering, but I'll just throw it out there and we'll see.
Let me hear it, man.
We'll see where it goes. So last season, I feel like Red Raider Nation really lost some momentum for the program, right? That K-State loss specifically was just
that was tough.
It was brutal. It was brutal, right? Here's the question: as a player, last year, did those kinds of things, like even going back to UT being up by 15 with 3 minutes left and losing the game,
crazy.
When those things happen, what does that do for you guys as a team? Like, what happens?
I mean, as a team, no athlete in the world wants to lose. No matter what division, PB football, it doesn't matter, volleyball, tennis, soccer, like no athlete here wants to lose. So, we take it to heart. Like people might think like, okay, they're not doing too good. Like what's going on in the building? Like I honestly couldn't even tell you. Like, I'm on the sideline. Like I'm doing everything I can to make everything happen. I try to go out there and take the weight off some of my other teammates' shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They do that. Some plays I might not be 100%. I might just chase 2 fade routes, and I'm breathing hard. I say so. I'm relying on my teammate to handle his business, so I don't have to do extra. And that's how I'm super. Like the guys that I play with, like so. How the coaches structure it, like most people don't know it. Like on defense, you're on the same side of the field with the same guys, so that way you build that connection with them. Like you're used to hearing their voices. Like it gets real loud, but on the field you really don't even hear you like stands.
You
don't even hear the fans.
You can barely hear yourself talk.
You can barely hear the fan. Like me personally, like it gets real quiet out there.
Just locked in.
Just so locked in. Like I can hear my coach like right in my ear. Like that's how I feel. So. We try to go out there and do everything we can. Sometimes we come on bottom, sometimes we come out on top. So it's just us. But like now, for instance, I want to play anybody in the country. I'm not saying the vibe was different last year, but like the team we have now, the way we utilize our players, like the way like we know who our guys are.
Yeah.
Like we know who our guys are.
And
like,
correct me if I'm wrong, but like summer workouts, there's no fans there. Spring ball, there's no fans there. Oh. It's like fans are going to come and go. There's going to be ups and highs and lows of the season.
When we're winning, everything's all good. When we're losing, everything's bad.
So that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
That's just noise.
But I think it's all just the expectation that people have, for Texas.
Well, and I think, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
You're good.
I don't think I asked my question well. And Keenan, I know you went through this too. Y'all's expectations, right? Like the expectations now, and I hear it, the passion is coming out of your voice and it's getting me so freaking fired up for Saturday. Like the expectation's high for you. Like you feel the expectation high for yourself, right? Like when some of those moments were happening in the previous seasons, does a player's expectations drop?
I don't think so. I think it's just like, it's more of a stab in the heart, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
even when I get scored on, like, I'm not like just bashing myself, but it's like, okay, Rab, like you BSing right now, like shake back, like you know you're a lot better than that, and that's how it is. All my teammates, we all of us are almost wired the same. You know, some guys put a little bit more time into it, some guys don't, but like we're all wired the same. Like we want to win, so like, you know, everyone's lost a game before. Like not everyone's had a perfect season unless you're Kyler Murray in high school or something.
Yeah. But it's how you bounce back.
It's how you bounce back.
When you have a strong core like y'all do, especially in the secondary, somebody gets down, it's like automatically like, no, get up. Like we need you. Lock back in. You're good. Sure. You're the best one out here. Lock back in. Let's go.
The demand of perfection for my group is like the top of the level, because when the D-line messes up, they got the linebackers to save them and us to help them.
Yeah.
When the linebackers messes up, it's us. When we mess up, it's touchdowns. So like the way that we got to be on our P's and Q's. So like you can't, like if you get scored on, you can't be that guy, because like coaches see that, you know what I'm saying, bad body language. Okay, we're going to attack him the next play. That's kind of how I see it. Like I got scored, like, so the corner route I got scored on against Oklahoma State. The first time he hit me on it, I'm on it, but I stumbled a little bit because I got caught in his foot, and they came back to it the next drive and they scored on me. But like on the sideline, some people think that I'm over there cussing myself out because I'm like over there talking and bobbing my head like crazy, but like I'm really like telling myself like, okay, the voice between your ears tells a lot about a man, you know. But once you get tired, it's not like, it's the voice inside your head telling you I'm tired. Like you can go so much more than you think you can.
That was good right there.
That's fire.
The say that again. What's the voice inside your head? That's true.
No, yeah, the voice inside your head is the biggest enemy, and like we preach what's next. You know what I'm saying?
next?
Like when you're out there. So for instance, we're out there doing conditioning in the summer. It sucks. It's not fun at all. But like we can go so much harder than you think we can. Like, but it's just the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how our coaches tell it, and how it's been since I grew up. Like when you're worried about yourself, that's when all that comes in. You are encouraging your teammates, picking your other teammates up. You see the other guys slacking. Like, for instance, we got a lineman, new D lineman, his name's Sincere Massey. He's a bigger guy. We know he's a bigger guy. We know everything is harder for him. But me worried about myself because it's easy. I'm over there. I can do the whole thing and be good, but he needs to hear my voice. It helps him think, okay, I can do it. We're down there pushing. And that's the same way it is with all the teammates. Like, the way we encourage each other, we praise each other, we coach each other up. Especially in one-on-ones. Like one-on-one is probably my favorite part of practice, because like that's when I find out a lot about my game. The receivers are constantly telling us, okay, this is why we beat you, and we're telling them this is why we
what you can do better.
Yeah, what I can
it's
do
all
better.
family.
What you can do better. I'm telling you, it's iron sharpens iron, man. There's a lot of iron in that building.
Facts.
I asked the question because it's insightful for the, you know, like I'm no former player here. Like you two, you get it, right? Yeah. You were in the trenches. You're in the trenches. For us on the outside, like to get some insight into what happens in your brain and what's going on with your energy when things are good, when things are bad, that's helpful for us. Like you said something that I think was really, really insightful. That, and I saw you, like I could just tell you felt it. Like you're covering 2 fade routes in a row, right? And you got to come back and play that third down, and you're gassed.
And he looks over.
We don't think about that.
Not at all. But guess what? He looks over to 2. He sees that 2's tired. But it doesn't matter. He's got to go and get that third down so 2 can get off the field. He's not worried about what 2-5 does. He's worried about what his team's doing. It's all about being selfless, and he bleeds it, man.
Obviously, so that leads into you are the 5A Oklahoma State Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
As a running back.
Mm-hmm. Big dog.
You are recruited to Tech as were you recruited as athlete or as running back?
No, I got recruited as safety off the rip.
Okay. So originally you knew you're coming here to switch positions, which to me screams unselfish.
Off the bat.
Because you're the 5A State Player of the Year as a running back.
It's crazy. So listen to this. So the guy I used to train with, he's a Hall of Famer from my school, played in the NFL for a little bit. His name is J.D. Reynolds. So I'm training with him. I go there all the time, getting extra work in, and he's telling me like, hey, like, and he's played college ball, but like I'm young, so I'm not really trying to hear what he's saying. Like I play running back. Like,
yeah, that's what you did.
You want me to switch? Like are you crazy?
No shot.
And I'm balling right now, so I'm not really hearing what he's saying, but he's telling me like, okay, at the next level, you might get moved to a different position. Mm-hmm. But at that time, I'm not really listening. And then when the time came, it's like, okay, like I've already heard that in my ear, so it's like I've already heard that. I'm gonna take a chance, like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to. At the time, I wasn't really worried about what school I was going to. I just wanted to play football. Like, I'm a small town guy. I wanted to move to a little bigger city. Like, I just want to play football. Like, didn't know much about the recruiting process. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this, you might laugh at this, but you ever play NCAA, the football game?
Oh yeah,
the Road to Glory.
Oh yeah.
You pick where you go to college at.
Right.
I'm thinking it's the same way. Like, girl, I'm thinking I'm going somewhere crazy. And then I start finally going through the recruitment process, and it's not looking like all my other friends. So at that time in high school, I'm like, okay, like, what more can I do? Like, yeah. I won state 3 years in a row, like my sophomore, junior, and senior year, like undefeated the last 2 years. Like, I mean, I come from a winning culture, so that's kind of why the last staff at Tech recruited me, because I come from a winning culture. They knew some of my coaches and all that. But then when I came here, it was just like, okay, so I'm here, make the most out of it. You know, so I really didn't know how to line up as a DB. Didn't really know how to do much. Didn't really know what cover 2 was, what cover 3 was. I knew what man was, you know, all that, but didn't really know how the defense actually works. It's a brother system. You help me, I help you out. That's how it is. So,
I mean, this is a guy who started 8 games last year, led the secondary in tackles, played in all 13.
Yeah.
A guy who didn't even believe that he could even play safety.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I did not think I'd be where I'm sitting at right now. Like, if you ask high school me, I did not think I'd be right here.
Yeah.
89% of your tackles, 10 pass breakups, 3 interceptions. And that's not even the position you grew up playing.
See, I'm trying to cut the pass breakups down and turn them to some INTs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to turn that into something. I don't like being the PBU man. I want to be the pick man.
Facts.
So.
Well, and Keenan has a similar story, obviously, right? Which I mean, it's
a little bit. I mean, he bought in earlier than I did, which hats off to him for accepting the situation, saying like, "Hey, I'm going to Tech. I'm playing safety." I was a little bit different. Came in thinking I was going to play receiver. Mm-hmm. The day before fall camp starts, switched me over to safety.
No, that's tough. I mean, it takes, but like, it's hard. I'm already knowing how that went. Trust me, I'm already knowing how that went. Like, you're like, okay, like. Probably a baller in high school. Don't know much about your high school film, but baller in high school, and you come here like, okay, you're from down the road, so Tech is
hometown.
Tech is a huge thing for you, and they come and switch you. But like I said, we're wired the same. Once we get that confidence level in ourselves, you can't take. Confidence in the athlete is humongous.
It's everything.
Humongous, yeah. Like,
and so you've been through 2 head coaching changes, 3 position coaches, new terminology, new schemes. Was there ever a point where you're like, man, maybe this is my chance to go play running back somewhere?
Nah. So look, so when the last staff left, when I knew Coach McGuire was coming out, like I knew a little bit about him in high school, but one of the like main reasons that I knew there was like even before he got here and the staff got here, I knew it was going to be different. So we got a guy on our staff named Dave Martin. I couldn't tell you his role. I call him Team Dad.
Yeah, he's
just because I know him. Yeah, I mess with him all the time. But he's from back home. And I remember talking to him like a while ago in high school. He was saying that like he might start coaching college football to go coach at the school in Waco, only because Coach McGuire already had the job. So when he came here, I was like, oh, my man Martin coming, like that's gonna be dope. Like I've always wanted to play for him.
That's my outlet. I'm here.
That's my outlet. And then when I heard those words, like he cares. The first thing he said to me was like, I want your daughter to have a better life. And I'm like, I didn't even know you knew I had a daughter. Like she ain't even been born yet. Like. So that's really like that really set the tone for me. And then I meet my position coach, coolest dude on earth. The way he spits his knowledge out to us, like we can comprehend it so easy. Like the DB room is probably I think it's one of the most funnest rooms in a
every time. Every single time.
Yeah, it's a lot of character in that building, like in that room. It's a lot of character in that room. So we laugh and joke around and all that, and that just you see. And in the meetings, you can see all the different personalities. You can see like where everybody grew up from, how they act, the way they talk, and like that. So like, I feel like that's one things I'm gonna miss when I leave the locker room. Like you get to see how all the guys act. Like the locker room is like
that's home, man.
That's like Christmas. Like you're snowed in, and all your brothers and sisters out. Like that's how I see it. Like
so, like the old heads always told me, and you probably never commit to a coach, commit to the school.
No, for sure.
You heard that?
No, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what can happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, see, some people, I don't know, I'm not saying nobody specifically, but some people, you know, when the coach leaves, it's like, okay, like, the hope is gone. Like, no, you committed to Texas Tech University. Like, the school, first of all, this school is humanity. It's a really good school. You know, I graduate next May. I've met so many people down here. Like, literally everywhere I go in the world, there's a Red Raider somewhere. Like, you see a double T all over the map. So,
Man.
That's one thing I do like, you know, and then I'm starting to learn day by day, people that have come here, the alumni. Now that the alumni have come back, I've gotten to see who actually went to school here, you know. And one thing, we wrote letters to, like, our numbers last week. So we all wrote a number to our numbers that played before us and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool that we get to make a connection with the guys that played here before us.
Facts.
That's
So finish off that question, could you say this is what makes this staff different? Is that you can actually commit to the coaches on this staff because they're different?
Man, I would say yes. It's so organic.
Yeah.
Like the energy is like the same vibe is every day. Our strength staff, like, you would think they're like, I call them like the Rugrats.
They're electric, man.
Yeah, I'm talking about you come in the building in the morning, they're screaming, yelling, you're slapping your back, like, and it's every single morning. Like, they might be tired, they might be having stuff going on. Like, one of our strength staff had some family issues, and he didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Like, the Coach McGuire and Coach Lance had to tell him, like, go home. Like, that's how much everyone is bought in the building. Like, he didn't want to leave, and when we heard that, it's like, okay, like,
We all know we go through bad days.
Yeah,
but
we go through, like, hell. Like, excuse my language, we go through hell. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy being a college athlete. Like, there's so much you have to manage through school time, personal issues. You know what I'm saying?
Expectations,
all
fans.
the drama, the
Yeah.
expectations. You know, some people have hard parents. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's so much that stacks up to it. But you gotta have that mindset that you can accomplish anything you want to. Honestly.
Yeah.
Man, this is why this is so good, because it's important for the fans to hear from you guys. Like, that's a heart statement right there, right? Like, I appreciate you saying that so much. Like, it for a lot of fans, it's the product on Saturdays, and that's all that you are.
No, it's Tuesday and Wednesday. It's a grind.
Saturday is that's one day of the week.
Saturday is easier than in practice. I promise.
That's our party.
Yeah, Saturday is a celebration. There's like, but Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh,
Yeah. Going through
at
it.
any university, that's when that's the grind right there. That's when you're getting ready. But the game's always won weeks before,
Every time.
months before, the January before, the year before. Like, it's the work you put in to get to that moment. Like, it's not just Saturday, flip the switch on. Like, the switch has been flipped since January.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
McGuire's got here. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, we've been ready to play since February.
Yeah.
Since February, we knew it was going to be different. And now that we're practicing, guys are making plays in practice. Like, the offense, like Coach Kinley,
Unreal.
I feel bad for everybody that got to play against that. Like,
The dude's unreal.
I played against him my second year here, and I seen how it was. So, like, I feel bad for. And now he's just been learning. You know, he just left a really good school, really good quarterback, receiver with the Bucks. You know, best OC in the country. Like, and like when you sit down and talk to him, like, you can understand why he is in the position that he's in. I'm glad he's back here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh man, me too. Where did he coach? Where was the OC at?
He was at
He played in
He was at
Kentucky?
Houston Baptist in Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
So if we're wondering why that Houston Baptist game was so close, it's because they had kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
it's 'cause-
Yeah. People forget about
yeah.
that.
Yes,
Take
I'm telling
note
you,
of that.
In practice, they're running plays, and I'm like, it's a Madden play. Like,
Yeah.
people don't do that in real life.
Right.
It's crazy.
But they will on Saturday.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Okay, can we switch gears, and then I'm gonna hop out and we'll shift players only portion here. You're a dad. I'm a dad. Keenan's a dad. Congratulations, first of all, man.
Right there on my
Love it, bro.
chain.
Tell us
Right there
about
on
your
the
baby
chain.
girl. Tell us
So
about
her
your
name is Layla Grace Taylor-Demerson. You know, she just turned 5 months on the 25th. So
Love it,
she's a
dude.
little precious thing. She's starting to get a little crazy now. You know, her teeth been bothering. She teething now.
Teething?
Oh, that's
she-
tough. That's tough.
She be howling, but you know, she makes me a better person every single day I wake up. You know, she's on my home. She's literally on everything in my house, like everything in my locker, like, and the things that I like when I wake up in the morning, it's like waking up now versus waking up a year ago feels a lot different. Like, I never really knew my why, my purpose. Like, I've always wanted to play for my family and make my mom proud and all that, but like, there was never a deeper meaning. Like, everyone wants to make their mom proud. So like, I feel like that's easy to say what your why is, but I feel like the why is so much more. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and now that I have a daughter, it's just like I had to grow up. You know what I'm saying? I had to grow up real fast. You know, so having a daughter, she makes football means so much more to me. She makes waking up every day feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely. You've always been wired different. you answered my question already, but you can say having your daughter is really just
Yeah,
made you just
I'm
grow
not
up.
gonna lie. She's made everything 100
Yeah.
times. Like I smile even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I love it.
look at her pictures every night before I go to sleep.
Love it.
It's
Well,
amazing.
I think there's certain things that don't change you. They just show who you really are.
Yeah.
Like money shows a person who they really are. And I think having kids shows you who you really are. And I to me, it's like I hear you say you've had to grow up. It just shows us this is the man you always were.
Yeah, I've always liked kids. I've always liked playing around. I'm just like a lovey guy, like always
Yeah.
energetic, goofy guy. So like I'm always goofy with the kids, but like I've actually never really been around many toddlers in my life. This is the first time ever. And like I thought it was gonna be crazy. Like I didn't know how I was gonna manage it. Like I think I was gonna be broke, all this and all that. Didn't think I was gonna have time to see her, but like I get to see her literally any day I want to. You know what I'm saying? She's nothing but a phone call away and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Love it, dude. Dude's got the whole city on his back, but hey, dad first.
I feel like
Gotta
people
love it.
I feel like now my mom, she don't even call me. She calls me like, "Where's Layla at?"
Yeah, she don't even
Yes.
care.
Yeah,
about-
you're
They don't even
replacing
call
Rabbit.
about me no more. Trying to see
Care about
her.
Rabbit.
I'm like, I'm here too now.
Where's my grandbaby at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I know that's really personal, but I think Red Raider Nation will love hearing that. I mean,
Hey, we're all the family, man. All the family.
absolutely. And like our whole purpose here is for you to have a platform to connect with the fans so they know who you are. Like you're a guy in pads, you know, but you're not.
I got a face, man.
Yes. And this
Okay.
this helps.
And they don't
this
really
helps us
see
know
what that
that.
through the helmet though. Like I
We're
feel
about-
like most sports is like you can see who all the basketball players are. They're all 6'8" almost. And like,
Yeah.
but you can see most of their faces. Like I feel like for us, people just know know our jersey numbers and like which is nothing wrong with that because I understand you can't really see our faces and all that. But like they cheer for a number. But like I feel like we're a lot more than just our number, you know, a lot more than entertainers, you know. Like we're actually cool people. Like we actually love interacting with our fans. Like we love when they come around. We love when they praise us. You know what I'm saying? Like so, Red Raider Nation. You know, I've had a great experience since I've been here. I haven't had one problem.
Yeah. That's I appreciate that, man. Look at that face.
Love
Red Raider
it.
Nation. Lock in on that face right there. All right, I'm shutting up, getting out of here,
Later,
and
dude.
we are shifting gears to the players only portion.